Good morning, Mr. Lynch, su Mr. Buster, maestro, o semplicemente David. Lynch, sì, quella adesso le mostrerò la mia colazione quotidiana in onore a lei e al pensiero di un weather report di qualche giorno fa, adesso non ricordo esattamente, in cui ha pensato anche, oltre alla cioccolata, anche ai biscotti con le gocce di cioccolata in suo onore. Tra l'altro poi li mangio sempre. Io farò vedere anche questi biscotti italiani che consiglio assolutamente. Have a great day, him, all the people who follow the channel and the reports. Again, have a great day, him, all these people, and everyone too. Lynch, our lives will be alive forever. Good morning, Mr. Maestro, simply, or simply, or simply, or simply, or simply, or simply, or simply. Oh, simply, David. Yes, David, why not? David Lynch. It's January 28, 2025, and it's Tuesday in Naples. Today, yes, a bad atmosphere, and worse than yesterday. Yes, in fact, there is also a wind. I think not too cold about TV. And there is also slight rain, it's raining this morning, it's early afternoon practically, it's noon, 62 and 6 Fahrenheit, 17 so it means this is really cold, like this is severe, perché cold it's classic adjective terms for temperature since first records, but there are still, as a rap song, I'm not remembering, check out body water. which I suppose I'm sure. But where is the remember seeing Brazil, and so society sometimes my purpose, like the people shouldn't touch me. It's better and perhaps a paradox for you, but not for me, and I didn't know it's doing the collaboration. Also for the winter, for the autumn and the spring, also for the summer, in fact for the spring and the autumn, soft, for the summer aggettivi 8 sono di chiesa nella classica aggettivi e se ricorda le chiese test for me was sempre così tu hai absolutely un compliment obviously it's cold if you go enter in the winter so it's cold in particular the last days really cold at the same time so meter met 2 points or a meter dai follow since I'm inspired by a meter this meter that is the room of meter this is a 3 dove these points and these 2 points are the cold showers if not freezing and where little clothing can be possible. Thanks to these 2 points, I always try to fight the gold and yes, and for this I feel interested in other people. Considering this aspect, another aspect consists in the case in general. In fact, apart from last years, at the end of 2000, winter of start of winter like this is so considering the what's of the aspects, in fact, I try to fight the gold through thanks to these 2 points. The case in general for me, temperature is good. Also the condition, situation, things are good. I don't know if for other people feel the same sensations, judgments for me, but to this from reality surely I think of nothing was, for example, think of a cold shower, it's a bit possible generally people do. But to showers, I don't know, this depends on them still. But I consider the absolutely. I can't say same thing as just for I said just before for the degrees because it's bad. Artistism, the fact that we feel in some of music. Magari a fare nulla finché tre partecipanti ripetesi just before si pensi che fare anzi but l'importante in questa atmosfera stanno ci vedi questo ricordo di Elisa Yes, there is a curtain, and as you know, as I'm repeating since that time, there is a curtain in general should is most perfect, at rest suppose if I can test and repeat. Totally, yes, what I but also with this wine, the Ivy, and yes, so this rain, slattering at the moment, considering the time of this, according to what I read and other sensations and other things, I think later will be more and more obscure, dark, and also it will be more revealing. But se sei andato solamente coincidenza Wizards si può così e infatti gli Etsy come scrivi tu devi clear bad if not tragic so si dice mi dico quindi nucleo insomma se tu vai pensiamo diverse fatte di segno ipotesi siamo pretendisi for this because forse tu logo because we have it read more since more read since more in 2 years and also this beauty per the best for me was better this means that the shot at the point you general shot as regard the shooter will be not visible at soon as in general from better visibility centered in this shot soon as at the point you general shot and finally from my medical keyboard GX 640 APG 625 also in this case you general shot stiamo le people for the reports it's like a digator sono problemi di sistema also myself and finally I hope you will get breakfast today it's late in general for me I think it's slightly late fatto una serie late or even for Mars but the more important is to fare from the reaction the same as the triste was starting for breakfast the finance family I started with the finance in part of the was university marketing fix seguro basta in university fax sembrano 3 so I think that record this record of sembrano 3 sulla saraccia poi tu ripeti later in general le close verso repeat close si ripete record slide late si ripete ma si ripete infatti it's just rolling quota non è forte but l'importante thing to show cinema is that in some way also today fortunately so I'm really and as we also say ecco si sono mosso il tempo absolutely and as you know since few days saranno mythical shots, saranno mythical beautiful biscuits that are my favorite particle this is the palm breakfast in particolare come le palm italiane si può vedere fantastic so as in this milk there is a new shot not only gets the coffee obviously but also Squeak Chocolate, fa caso comunque una tazza di Ada Shot, di Ada fragmenti video, short video. Nikolaj's Breakfast, questo è buono, particolare, easy one, is a mega. I repeat, truly recommended, the calm Italian series, the area super. That's you tomorrow, I suppose, if not today. If I can know until tomorrow, I will tell you, let me know, I will see.